sheet with no end furrow, but it does have 2x2x2. Our 2x2x2 is diasol. Morning guys, and welcome back to Werner Farms. So this morning Lakeshore Ag is bringing down fertilizer, and I'm getting the water turned on in the spray tender here. That way later on when, let's see how full these tanks are actually. You know what, actually from running it last night, I'm just gonna go ahead and shut it off. So that water will be for the second and final batch of 2x2x2 soybean starter. The in-furrow is completely mixed up, but we have to split the batches because we're maintaining our 23.5 gallons to the acre corn rate. That way we don't have to adjust anything between when we switch between soybeans and corn. We're hoping to get all the 30-inch row beans knocked out between today and tomorrow. It's supposed to be absolutely awesome between today and tomorrow. 75 today, and I think 80 to 83 tomorrow. So definitely going to be a nice stretch of nice weather here this week. Those two totes over there on the far left, those are going to be going in on the second batch. This morning, as far as I know right now, they're bringing down a starter mix to go with a customer's current micronutrient mix. We're going to take him that and also his seed, corn and beans both, to him this afternoon because he's ready for seed. Possibly they might bring down the foliar as well. I don't know if they're going to bring down a semi-load, and that should pretty much do us for now. Until I send Kevin some more orders and say, hey, go ahead and get this stuff coming down. Fertilizer came, 2x2 starter mix to add to his current micro mix, and foliar right there. Foliar mix for this summer. Had to do a couple of things on the tender and we are good to go. All we got to do is put a fertilizer chain on, prime the planter with fertilizer, check our pass per pass, and we should be good to go. Going smooth and dialed in, and it's been one heck of a day. And Dad's all filled up with seed and fertilizer. Once again, the way we're running with the 23.5 gallon to the acre through the 2x2x2s, basically every time he needs fertilizer, he pretty much needs seed. We should only have one more fill out of this tender then, and then we'll have to deal with bag beans then, which it should only be about 20 bag beans, untreated beans then at that point. And we should get this done this evening, and there's roughly 80 acres done. Spoke gauge wheels. Those things are awesome. They're doing a great job. I'll have those linked down below in the description if you guys are interested. Those are the narrow style, so the 3-inch spoke gauge wheels from Yetter Farm Equipment. Well, nearing the finish line for the first field of plant 21, and we are down to untreated bag beans. We had to put 4 or 5 untreated bag beans in the planter. Should be able to pump the last of the in-furrow out onto the in-furrow tank on the tractor this evening. That way it's completely out of this tender, and we can pump the corn in-furrow eventually in this tank. We're actually going to leave a 10-acre check strip on our 2x2x2 to see if it does pay to run this 2x2x2 mix that we're running. We're planting dicamba beans out here. These are Pioneer 31A95BXs. These are Group 3-1. The 30-inch beans that we're going to plant tomorrow are Group 3-2 Liberty 32A87s. Those are Peking beans, and we really can use the Peking genes up in this area due to the high pressures of cyst nematodes in our area. These beans will see premium foliar out here, premium foliar plus to be exact, and they will also see maximized manganese. Basically, we're spiking premium foliar plus with an extra quart of manganese. I believe premium foliar has 2% of manganese in it right now, so basically we just wanted to spike that just because we know in our area manganese is a severe issue, and just premium foliar by itself will not alleviate manganese deficiency out here. So that's why we are going to spike all of our premium foliar, or any foliar application that we are doing with premium foliar, whether it's premium foliar plus or just regular foliar, with a quart of manganese. So maximize manganese at a quart will go down the fat. As far as side dressing these beans, we're not entirely sure yet. For sure, a foliar program. On the dry land out here, we're not entirely sure if we're going to side dress these or not. On the irrigated field, we are going to just run our side dress mix through the pivot. Between mixing fertilizer and getting all the bugs worked out of the fertilizer tender and on the planter, I have talked with our salesman that we dealt with out of Nebraska on our new purchase, and I finally found out when it's finally coming, even though it was supposed to come last week, and it was actually supposed to be coming tomorrow, and now I have finally a definitive answer because I finally got a hold of the truck driver, and the trucker told me it should be there for sure, 99.9% sure he will have it there before noon on Wednesday. So that is awesome. We are going to finally get this, and I cannot wait. Really? going to run out of 31 A95s. Luckily, we do have 27 A17s on hand. Get the PKP seed loaded up. I'm just now getting back to the farm, and Grandpa's just pulling in, and that way the plot seed's loaded up in the back of the Gator. Putting in a soybean plot. It's like a NASCAR pit crew out here. Took us probably 15 minutes. That was awesome. Got that knocked out in no time. Dad's gonna go plant the ends all around the field here, and we'll get going, and we'll get this knocked out today with no problem. Our Enlist soybean plot is starting from about right at that flag, and it goes to that flag over there. The cool thing is having it under the pivot. When we fertigate, all those numbers out in that plot will see it. We'll get to see which numbers respond the best to the fertigation applications. When we do foliar applications, everything will all be treated the same. We will not be, like I said earlier, not side dressing these. Every side dress application will be done through the pivot. And as of right now, I believe we got at least two passes right now through the pivot. We ourselves do not have any Enlist soybeans out. A lot of our customers ended up switching to Enlist. A few still are planting dicamba. We ourselves are 50% dicamba and 50% Liberty this year, just because of the placement of where we can place our beans this year. With the combination of the Peking gene and high rate of Olivo, that really helps suppress high cyst nematode pressures out here. I have a feeling that high rate of Olivo is going to be becoming more of a standard seed treatment here pretty soon. Well, I got Barry there at the fertilizer tender and the seed tender. Dad's just getting going, and customer called. He's ready for his Logan Ag 2x2 fertilizer and his corn seed and bean seed. So I'm headed back to the farm, gonna get that loaded up. Grandpa's gonna tag along with me after he gets back from Knox, going down and picking up some parts I had ordered. So this is our no 2x2x2 check, but we'll have in furrow. So we'll have 80 feet and then 40 feet over there. That check strip is no in furrow, but that has 2x2x2. So then we can showcase to our customers the benefits of using premium in furrow on beans, the benefits of Quadrant RS on beans, and then the benefits of using both premium in furrow and Quadrant RS on beans. I believe there's about 160 feet, 120, 160 feet in here. So, and then we'll have our Enlist plot, which has 8 varieties in it, ranging from a 2.4 up to a 3.2. Our 2x2x2 is thiazole and a micronutrient mix. So that's just going to be 2x2x2 with no in furrow. And then the spot that he has not planted from there up to where he's planted up by the house, we will leave with no 2x2x2, but that will have in furrow. So essentially that will be our gypsum check. Out here we have 750 pounds to the acre of gypsum broadcasted. So that's a pretty hefty source of sulfur and calcium to begin with. So we're going to see, we've played with gypsum in the past on beans. We've actually seen a 5 bushel jump. That was only on one check though. This year, we've got a couple of checks on gypsum for that on the beans. This is one of them. Having extra thiazole on the planter, besides having gypsum spread, if that is beneficial, or what impact that has on yield. What's left on beans gets hit with the drill, so it's up to me to get that done. And now hopefully it rains this evening and tomorrow. Kind of weird saying I hope it rains during planting season, but I hope it does give us a little bit of a break there. That way we can take a look at that alternator, make sure everything looks all right on that, unless we need to pull that and have that checked out. Then also get the planter switched back over to corn and hit it hard. Hopefully this weekend on some corn acres, because they're talking rain now Wednesday and Thursday. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. And hopefully it rains. I wouldn't mind seeing rain the next couple of days just to kind of regroup, get some stuff done on the planter, just get it switched back over to corn. Go over where we're putting certain micronutrient products in our Xyway. And plus, we could definitely use the moisture. We are very, very, very dry, and I really don't want to be turning the pivots on to get corn up out of the ground. So, with that, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.